Warning: glitches are found via PC. People who play console may have a different outcome to any glitches shown. All glitches shown worked for me at the time of recording. Hey everybody, Professor Cynical back again with another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a brand new Nanite farm exploit that is completely insane. It's completely OP, and credit where credit is due. I've seen this over on Captain Steve's channel. Now, if you don't know who Captain Steve is, there is a link in the video description down below. I give him credit for this because he was the first person I seen doing it. And of course, it was too much of a good opportunity not to give it the Professor Cynical treatment, and I've updated the method, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first place you need to be is in a space station. It could be any space station, any galaxy, it doesn't matter. And then you want to come over to this chap over here who is a cartographer, and you're going to go to exchange maps. And you're going to want to buy yourself some distress beacon maps. So that's the second one down. Now buy around about 2 or 3 because each map can give you different things. And you want to make sure it's an abandoned building. So I've gone ahead already and I've got 17 of these things. I bought 2 originally and then duped the rest for anybody who wants to know that information. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be jumping into our ship. So once you've bought the maps, you need to then jump back into your ship and we need to go off into space. So once you start going off into space now, what you need to do is open up your exosuit and go into your either main cargo bit or your extended cargo in the exosuit there, and you want to then activate one of the planetary charts. Now I got really lucky on the very first try I got an abandoned building. So once you do get an abandoned building, you want to go directly to that location. Now it might take you a few attempts because I believe it can give you a bunch of different things. Distress beacons is also used in one of my other videos on how to do a ship scrapping glitch because you find abandoned ships, which is always super juicy. Highly recommend you go and watch that video after this one. So we're going down now to the planet itself. And what you want to make sure of is when you land, double check around the building for eggs. It's very important. Make sure it has all the little eggs dotted around the building because that's what we're going to be harvesting in today's video. Now, I hear you wondering, Professor Cynical, I understand, yeah, okay, you harvest a few eggs and then these monstrosities come from underneath the ground and they want to eat your living soul. However, I'm going to show you a very juicy way on how to get around this completely and use it as a permanent farm for all of your nanite needs. So the first thing we're going to want to do is put down a base computer, and you want to make sure that you can claim the base. Make sure nobody else, even though the chances are pretty much small for anybody else owning the same area as you, but just make sure that you can put down a base computer and you own the area. Once you do that, that area is yours. That's it. Fantastic. Now, what we are going to want to do is rename this base. Name it to something appropriate. So I'm going to just quickly call mine. So I'm going to call it Nanite Super Farm. There we go. So we're going to click accept. Fantastic. That's now called Nanite Super Farm. So it means in the future I can always come back to this location and get me some of those super tasty nanites. Alright, so what you want to do now is put a surrounding, an enclosure around one of these little egg pits here. You want to put a complete enclosure around. Now I've double layered it. I've put it at least 3 high on the inner wall, and on top itself I've put a cross pattern on top just to guarantee that none of those monstrosities can escape. And next thing you want to do is go ahead and test it. You're looking for what I like to call any leaks, quotation marks. That just means that one of these biological horrors will physically accidentally spawn outside of the actual enclosure itself. If that's the case, you just need to extend the enclosure a little bit. So I did my little run here and I had a quick look and I seen one, so I went ahead off camera and just extended it to the additional little egg pit at the side. And again, nothing too fancy. I just put a wall 3 high just to make sure that it's completely enclosed. So the way you do this method is you only only break one egg in your enclosure. Don't break any other eggs outside the other enclosures, because that's where these monstrosities will spawn. So for example, if I went ahead now and let's say broke an egg to begin with, let's say over on this side, even though I have the enclosure on the other side, the monstrosity will spawn here. So obviously then they're going to attack here, and this will not work. You need to make sure that the first egg you break is in the enclosure. It's very, very important. Now, what you're going to do is we're just going to go across now and start getting all of those larval cores. And look at that, we are completely unhindered, which is absolutely fantastic. However, one thing I wanted to do was update this method, which is what I've done for you here today. So we're going to go ahead completely now, just get all of these whispering eggs, and then I'm going to show you a really cool and cheeky way on how to get all these eggs spawn back immediately. Yeah, you heard me right, we can spawn them all back immediately. So just whilst I'm getting all the eggs here, I just want to announce that my channel is currently doing a giveaway. You can win yourself an 8GB DDR4 kit of RAM for your PC. Now, if you want to be in a chance to win this amazing prize, all you need to do is comment on any one of my videos, including this one, and just comment and let me know what is the best glitch you like out of all the glitches I've ever done. Just let me know which glitch it is and why, and also make sure that you are subscribed to me, so then when I come to picking the entry, I can make sure that the comment matches the subscription and we have a valid entry. So that's all you need to do, guys. Comment and subscribe. That's it. So good luck with that, guys, and when I hit 5,000 subscribers, I will pick a winner on that video. Okay, so we've gone ahead now and we have completely gotten all the larval cores, and we've not disturbed the nest, the one with all the certs surrounded around it. We've not touched that one. So we have completely taken out all of those eggs. So that would mean usually you'd have to like go and do other things, wait for it to spawn back again, that kind of thing. And we don't have time for that. We definitely do not have time to mess around like that, especially with this being a farm. So we're going to do what I like to call a flyby. For those who are veterans of the channel, know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're new here today and you're watching this video and you're like, okay, Professor Cynical, what is a flyby? Don't you worry, I'm about to explain it to you. So flyby is super easy. All you do is when you're going into the anomaly on your ship, as you're kind of flying through, so physically as you're flying through, you open up your inventory screen. Now the ship behind the screen will carry on traveling through, and all you're doing is you're waiting to transfer someone an item. Now most of the time you will get an incompatible message. However, there is always going to be that one time that one person will let you transfer over an item. Now you can do that what we call a fly-in, but you can also do a fly out. Now fly out is the same but in reverse. So if you're going into the anomaly itself but you do not get someone on the fly-in, just fly right back out. Then don't jump out your ship or anything, just fly right back out and have an item ready on the fly out. Now you might need to do this a few times. In my case here, I had to do it a few times. Now for console users, I do understand with the anomaly sometimes being completely empty, it's just really difficult for you to fly through. You are just going to have to keep at it like I am. For PC users, I understand it is a little bit quicker and easier, but just keep on flying in, flying out until you get someone, is what I'm trying to say. And when you do, reload your autosave. Alrighty, so the music is all loaded up in the background here. Fantastic. Here we go. So now we are back. Here we go over now to our exosuit in cargo. Look at that. We have all of our larval cores and all the eggs are still there. Apart from, guys, I don't know if you've seen that, but the very first lot of eggs weren't there was because I was testing it out and building it off a camera, like this enclosure. So I kind of used up that one little circle there without doing this method. So for me, I'll always not have them. However, for you, that shouldn't be an issue, if that makes any sense. So there we go, guys. We've got all the eggs back now, and we've got to keep all the eggs that we've mined, which is fantastic. All we need to do now is put down a portable refiner and reap our rewards. So we put down 10 larval cores and we got 500 nanites. Now we can keep on rinse and repeating here. I believe I've got a few more, so I'm going to keep on doing it. I mean, look at that, rode it up to 1,000, and I'm just going to do a little bit more again, just to do the proof in the pudding, as the kids say. So live will quit. There we go. 1,500 juicy nanites, and I've got 4 more here, so why not? So there we go. So we ended up with 1,700 nanites on a very, very, very quick run. Now, how incredible is that? So jump in, jump out, create a save, and then you can rinse and repeat this method as much as you want. And this is a completely new, completely overpowered nanite glitch that you can do as of right now. So jump onto it, guys, before Hello Games patches this exploit. Alright guys, so as always, I want to thank my wonderful patrons for today's video. Frank, Jerry, Richard, Bo, Jeff, The Dre, Sky, Captain Z, 1420, Mr. Dreads, Geeky96, and our super fan, Steve. Thank you all very, very, very much for watching. As always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.